Hi all, this is Nellie again from Ordinary People Saintly Souls, and I'm going to continue talking to you about the figure of Judas. In the first video, I told you what Jesus knew about Judas and why he was about to do what he was going to do, to betray him and to give him up to the Roman army and to be handed over to the temple and be judged by both the Jewish establishment and by the Roman establishment, if possible. And this led to the crucifixion. And as I said, this video is about the time leading up to Easter, and it's based on the visions that Maria Valtorta, the Italian mystic who lived in the who saw visions of the New Testament during the 1940s. And last time I ended up with telling you that Judas is going to the Sanhedrin, and I didn't know if you all know what that was, and so I looked it up. It is the supreme judicial and legislative council of the Jews during the time that Jesus was living. And it was composed of 71 members. It included the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the priests. And the high priest was presiding. And so, let me check. The bottom line is that as Judas stands in front of these leaders, they present to him the act of betraying Jesus as something really good. First, Judas comes in and says, I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you of the Christ, of Jesus, because it's not possible to go on like this. I can no longer be of any assistance to you unless you make up your minds to take drastic measures. The man is getting suspicious by now. And so they say, have you given yourself away, you fool? And then they try to calm him down. And Valtorta says they coax him, they allure him. Or at least they try to do so, pointing out that he will not be committing a crime, but a holy deed for the fatherland. He will spare the fatherland punishment from the rulers. Remember, those were the Romans, who are already giving signs of intolerance because of the continual public commotion and divisions of parties and crowds in this Roman province of Israel or Palestine. And then one of the others says to Judas, your name will be associated to his forever, and your fatherland will number you with her most brave and valiant man. And it will honor you with the highest dignities. A seat among us is ready for you. You will rise, Judas. You will lay down laws for Israel. Oh, we shall not forget what you have done for the welfare of the holy temple in the holy priesthood, for the protection of the most holy law, and for the welfare of the whole nation. All you have to do is help us. And then we swear to you that you will be the greatest man in Israel. So, wow, this really perks up Judas's feelings. And then they end with saying, it is better for one man to die for the people than for the whole nation to be destroyed. I don't know who he's referring to, but I think he means that Jesus should be killed so that the nation will not be destroyed. So this was on page 195. And then I go to 197. After Judas has longer conversations with the leaders of the Sanhedrin, he says, let it be accomplished. And so then by page 197, you can read, oh, Judas saying, I've already delayed this too long. I'm becoming mad. I have no peace of mind. I'm frightened because of the horrible task I must perform. Oh, bring this hour forward. Release me from my anguish. Let everything be done at once, now, so that I will be freed. Now let me go. And so again, oops, there goes my phone. So again, they say, it's for your glory and for your honor. And then the moment, by the way, he turns away, they say, oh, he's not going to get anything out of us. But in the meantime, they discuss where they will capture Jesus, because, they can't do it at Lazarus' house because Lazarus is a rich man, so he has all kind of guards. They can't do it in the temple because the crowds will be too big there. So they ask Judas to alert them when there's a good time, when he knows where Jesus is going. And then they discuss the fee, which is 30 pieces of silver. And Judas says, well, that's a little meager. It's not that much, but it seems to be some kind of amount fixed by the law made by the prophets. I have no idea where that refers to. It must be somewhere in the Old Testament. So they say by accepting 30 silver coins, Judas will obey the prophets. And again, so after he leaves, as I said, they discuss that he won't get anything out of them once the deed is done, and they will actually consider how to kill Judas and get rid of him. So see you in the next video when we see Jesus again walking between the house of Lazarus, where he has been staying for a few days, to the temple in Jerusalem. This was Nelly, Ordinary People, Saintly Souls. Hope to see you again. And by the way, I was reading from the poem of the Man the Man God, the book with visions by the Italian mystic Maria Valtorta. See ya.